Hello everybody, Captain Dave in the Wolf Den. I'm showing you my latest YouTube email from partner program here. I mean, I don't beg you. I don't beg. If somebody has ever heard me beg, please tell me when. Okay? But here's what the new YouTube deal is. I can't even I don't even get any likes. So, I've kind of, as you've noticed, you've probably thought, yeah, I just gave up. You can't fight this machine. Okay, but watch this. I'm going to read you this email. What a bunch of horse shit. You can't even get a like from what? I got like almost 17,000 subscribers and I get no views, no likes. So the Chinese social credit score doesn't even work of the getting likes or thumbs up. Look at this horse shit here. Hype, a new way your community can help you get discovered. Viewers can now hype your videos from the last 7 days. Your videos will get points, which will help them land on a new leaderboard designed for emerging creators with under 500,000 subscribers. Learn more. What you need to know. Feel supported by your community. Oh, I'm in a community? Yeah, my community is totally abandoned. Ever watching anything. I'm up against the machine here. Feel supported by your community. For the first 7 days after you publish a video, viewers will have the option to hype it. Viewers can hype videos at no cost up to 3 times a week. Did you know this as a viewer? Do you have even any earthly idea that this is anything? I remember back in the beginning. I've been on YouTube since the beginning, 2007, okay, till now. Did you know this is a thing? Oh, you're supposed to be helping me. Leaderboard discoverability. When your video is hyped, it receives points. The more you get, the higher your video climbs on the leaderboard, which appears under the Explore section. Do y'all even know where the Explore section is? You also have the potential to be promoted in the YouTube home feed and to receive badges showing the video is a favorite of viewers. Smaller creators receive a bonus to level the playing field. There is no level playing field, people. Hype the developed for emerging creators in the YouTube Partner Program. When viewers hype, bonus points are automatically applied for emerging creators based on their amount of subscribers. The fewer the subscribers, the bigger the bonus. Did you know about any of this? Learn more and tell your community how they can get you on the leaderboard. Well, that's what I'm doing right now. Did you ever hear of this? I remember back in the beginning, people didn't even know that you had to click on Show More, where it says Show More, to get the video description. They don't even know where the like button is. They didn't know anything. Does anybody know anything about this? Have you ever heard this while you're scanning YouTube on your dumb phone? That's the problem. The phone is the problem. So I just thought I would start this video with this. I know I'm poo-pooing a lot because I get this email. Did anybody else get this email? Do you even know what this is? Hyping a video? I watch nothing but YouTube. I don't have cable. I don't have rabbit ears. I don't have nothing. I have a smart TV, actually 2 of them, and this laptop's large screen. There's the laptop, and it's connected to this screen. But, I mean, I don't see anything here. I didn't see anything on YouTube. I was thinking to myself, who can I hype? I didn't see anything. All right, on with the topic of the video. All right, here's my stockpile. This one's got like 3 containers in one. This is my Gulp Twister Tails. Gulp Twister Tails. Gulp little 3-inch minnows. Bunches of them. Gulp patches. Tons of patches. Gulp recharging juice. Let me show you some more. Alrighty. Here's more Gulp. And inside the Gulp is some of the Gulp little strips. Alright, then here's some more of the Gulp minnows. I use these like on a drop shot rig. More Gulp. Alright. Well, what am I trying to get at here? There is no silver bullet. Bait is super expensive, and so is this stuff. Bait, live shrimp, costs a lot. Almost, what is it, $4.95 a dozen for shrimp now? What is that, 40 cents or so per shrimp? And you know how, maybe don't even have to tell y'all how fast you can burn those shrimp at 40 cents a piece. But there's a huge but. Looking for that silver bullet. I knew, I'm not that stupid, okay? I know there's no silver bullet. But this, the Twister Tails, or any of the other Gulp, these, there is no silver bullet, and they eat these. They bite them in half. In the creeks, the pinfish, the shitfish are just ridiculous. We all know that. So then I get asked, well, do you use fish bites? Well, I've tried them all. And I don't know enough about the fish bites. Hold on a second here. The fish bites, soft plastics. I thought when they first came out that they were going to melt like this. I got all these little strips of fish bites here. All little strips for putting on jig heads to add a little flavor. So I was a little upset that the fish bites that they sent me to try, they didn't melt like this. They're just another soft plastic with some stink in it, right? So yeah, a lot of people rave about them, but a lot of people rave about this. All right, so my conundrum is you're up in a creek, you got 2 or 3 people on your boat fishing. Do you burn more live shrimp than you burn this or any of these fish bites? Yeah, you're going to burn more shrimp than you are of these. But it's amazing how you can throw one of these or whatever and you are going to just have this thing bit in half up in the creek. There is no silver bullet, and I'm trying to find something that works better for me. And in all reality, what works best is I use matrix shads from Dockside Bait and Tackle. Slidell, Louisiana is where they're out of. You just go to matrixshad.com. He's got the greatest videos, everything. The fishing over there will make you want to puke. Okay, over in Slidell. But the best thing, durability, fish catch ability, is you take, this is my favorite. Let me see if I can get one out. Hold on. Doing everything with one hand. You take one of these, you put it on a jig head, and here's the thing about this. I have no affiliation with Matrix Shad, Berkeley, Fish Bites, none. Nobody is affiliated with me. I don't get diddly squat for free. This is hundreds of dollars worth of Gulp that I have. The first set that I showed you and this, I got all this on sale at Berkeley's website. That's the only reason I tried. I bought all this stuff with tip money from customers that I had to hold back instead of paying bills. And I bought all this on their website where they're having massive sales. But the reason that I choose these versus the DOA Cal or anything like that, Gambler, or any of them, any of the soft plastics, is for the sheer reason that that is shaped like a boat. I'm hoping you can see it. Where can you see it the best? I don't know, up against something black. It's completely flat on the top. I've got a video from 12 years ago that, of course, nobody's going to ever see. And this is shaped like a boat. Flat on top, and it's got a keel. It comes down to a pointed belly. And what that makes this do is, as the tail is a wagon, all right, the whole bait shimmies back and forth. The whole bait. And I believe that's really a distinct thing about matrix shads. And of course, as you see, they come in all different kind of crazy colors. This is my favorite. This is called the Green Hornet. It's the most natural looking one of the bunch. I've got even others. You can find these at Academy Sports even. So here's the best that I've found out so far. You take this, you put it on a jig head, and then I've even got this. Berkeley gel, Gulp gel. It was made for going in a hard plastic lure. See, Gulp hard bait gel is uniquely formulated to add scent disbursement to a Berkeley hard bait equipped with the scent pocket technology. Yeah, well, I just use this on here. My pocket is, when I stick the jig head in, I schmooze some around between the jig head and the soft plastic bait. Or I use good old ProCure Inshore Saltwater Super Gel. We know this stuff is stinky. We know this is very gel-like and it stays on. Okay. I meant to use the pockets, or no, the patches, not pockets. These patches, you see them little square green ones? I meant to use them on the jig head hook. Oh, excuse me. Just like I would use this on a jig head hook. All right. The problem is, of course, with the fish bites. I mean, I guess it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. These don't get bit off, but then you can't get them off. I mean, with that mesh in there. But I think I'm going to start leaning back towards fish bites. You buy those big strips. You don't buy them pre-cut strips. You buy those big strips and you just cut them with scissors or a knife. Do it yourself. Just do it yourself, because you don't need that big a piece. Or just try some of the scents. These two really seem to be working. But does it work as good as the Gulp Juice? No, these don't work as good as the Gulp Juice, I don't believe. I mean, this plastic is nothing more, I hope everybody knows this, is a vessel to hold this liquid. That's all these are. So if you think you're buying, where's my, oh, I got that recharge bottle. I was in the first part of the video. If you think you're buying, you know, a shrimp and it smells like a shrimp, or a minnow that smells like a minnow, or anything like that, I don't believe any of that. Here's what I believe. It's all this juice. And I've watched videos where they prove it. And it takes a while for all this to leak out of the plastic. And then, I don't know if I'll be able to, I don't think I can grab it. But I keep another one of these containers in the boat with a piece of tape on it to remind me what it is. It says used. And I take all the used bit off twister tails and minnows that are bit in half, and I throw them in the used container. And then what do I use those for? Well, when I'm taking out the kids or something like that, you know, they're going to get their shrimp stolen so fast when we're out for a 2-hour kids trip that I'm going to be using the used stuff. Just cut a piece, put it on the hook so they can catch some croakers or whatever. That's all I'm doing. But my testing is those little pieces seem to work better than this. When I give a kid a little piece of this, it takes a while for it to get going. The Gulp little pieces that I have in a used container, a container that says used with liquid in it, and I save all of these. That really, when the kids are fishing and they're just looking for any little fish for them to reel in, and I'm talking kids, tots, you know, 6 years old, 5 years old. That's what I do. But in all reality, I've got all of these, and the best is nothing more than that right there. Put a little scent on that if you want to add scent, or take a fish bite and stick it on your hook. There is no silver bullet, folks. We've got so many bait stealers back in the inshore waters. It's ridiculous. You got kitty cats, you got pinfish the size of sheep's head. You know, hell, I was even catch some sea robins back in a creek. Sea robins. So they're a new addition, I guess. So you can't, there is no silver bullet. And the only time I'm using shrimp from now on is dead that I saved, or live that goes on a float rig. on my last video, when me and Wes, Mayport Wes, were busting one big redfish after another in relatively deep water on a float rig. We only lost like 2 or 3 shrimp the whole time we were there to bait stealers. It was game on, but at the same time, it was, you're not, even Wes asked me, have you ever used a gulp on a float rig or anything else on a float rig? Damn, stuff falling out of the trees on my boat port here making all that noise. But I said, yes, I have tried everything on a float rig. I've even tried fly rod streamers that look like a little shrimp. I've used DOAs. I've used everything. Nothing on a float rig outfishes a nice big shrimp. And we don't always have big shrimp. I'd say 99% of the time our shrimp are damn puny that we get around here. And I know it's possibly a seasonal thing, but we don't get big shrimp from what I see compared to other places. So that's it. I put soft plastic jerk baits. I've done it all on a float rig. Live shrimp, or you can get away with a mullet, you know, but shrimp is the staple. And these are my staple with some of this on it, some of this on it, and this just isn't always where it's at. I know those kayakers and all these guys, that's all they talk about. Use a gulp shrimp, use this, use that, use this, use that. Everybody's going to have their opinion. I'm giving you mine. I'm giving you mine, what works for me. Take it or leave it. I don't care. So there you go. I get asked questions and I'm answering the questions about the hyping up a video. Hell, I don't know if you know anything about that. Hell, I can't even get any likes. So it just seems like I'm constantly fighting the machine and bait peckers. All right, this is Captain Dave Sport Fishing. I'm out.